Happy New Year, guys. It's January 1st, 2024, Monday, when this video is being filmed. And we're using an interesting combination of cards today. Um, a comfy, cozy beverage is recommended. We're using the old maid cards as well as the Cozy Witch Tarot deck. But of course, we're going to do prayer first and foremost. If it wasn't for the Most High of love and light, we wouldn't have this moment to be together in the first place, to sip some tea and heal together. Most High of love and light, thank you for this moment of peace. Thank you for all our basic needs being met. Thank you for the gratitude that we are blessed to cultivate in our family units. Thank you for divinely guiding and protecting us from toxic people and energy vampires who do not serve our highest good. I ask to deliver clear, concise, effective, emotional, manipulation free messages. Most High, I am your humble servant. Use me. I'm here to serve. All right, so let's get a message. Messages. Mrs. Giles, former angel number 5. Mrs. Cook, angel number 4, and Chef. So, some of you guys might be putting plans into action to balance your work and home life. Let's get some supporting cards for this. Some of you guys can be parents who will be making necessary changes for your work and home life balance. We have Temperance, and the message at the bottom of this card is beautiful. Let go of self-imposed limitations. And the cards supporting Temperance are the Hierophant and Knight of Pentacles. Tradition is important, but it doesn't have to be everything. And Knight of Pentacles, slowly but surely, you're going places. So, some of you guys could be learning how to give back to yourselves with Temperance. And you guys may be learning how to give back to yourselves while actively carrying out plans to balance your work and home life. And with the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like you're being asked to be patient with yourself, especially if you don't exactly know what's the right steps to take with the Two of Swords here. With the Page of Wands, you guys could be very inspired to make certain actions, but this is now a time to, if you don't know which way to go, take your time so that you can be able to have clarity about where you're going. Moving recklessly and rashly when you're in a state of confusion and panic creates unnecessary conflict, chaos, and confusion. And this Knight of Pentacles is saying that you guys are on the right track, okay? Just because you may not have clarity about how to balance out work and life doesn't mean that you have to play catch up. So there could be some people who are playing catch up. And they could have applied pressure on you guys to help them get certain goals met that they were irresponsible to maintain. With the Hierophant here, some of you guys may also be realizing that changes are necessary, but at the same time, with the home card showing up here, ooh, some of you guys may be married with Mr. Cook and Mrs. Cook. Okay, so some of you guys could be married, or with the Hierophant, someone could be thinking about marriage with you guys. Okay, also, someone could be thinking about having a business with someone that they see as marriage potential. So only take what resonates. All right, you guys, let's continue with the messages. So if you're with someone, they may be thinking about proposing to you guys. They see you as mother material and someone to share a home with. Okay. Then we have Knight of Wands here. Child. Supporting the Knight of Wands, we have Good Luck Charm, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. So some of you guys could have finances coming in quickly, okay? Some of you guys could be getting opportunities to grow your financial state that you're currently in. Be mindful though that the crossroads you guys might come upon is if you guys are willing to bend the rules a little bit. At the bottom of this Knight of Wands energy card, the message is sometimes you have to be willing to bend the rules a little. The crossroads that some of you guys may come upon is while you guys may be able to attract finances quickly, you guys want to make sure that you guys are not conducting business or financial exchanges in a manner in which you would not want to continue long term, okay? Because this can negatively impact your home life long term as well. We have Broom. This is the Death card. Supported by the Patient Witch and the Empress. Okay. One second. Some of you guys could be asked to actually get rid of some things in your home that don't serve you. Some of you guys could be getting a new perspective on your parental figures who took care of you guys. You guys can be seeing things from a new perspective. And some of you guys could be leaving behind old belief systems from parental figures that no longer serve you guys. Because there's simply some things from your past that no longer serve you that your parental figures could have taught you guys. And I feel like some of you guys are going to be blessed with new perspectives to forgive parental figures, specifically mother figures, who could have settled for toxic romantic dynamics. Some of you guys could have repeated toxic relationship dynamics based off how you saw a parental figure carry out romantic connections. And this is what you guys may be leaving behind so that your children can have more healthier, positive life experiences. All right, so let's get the next round of messages. But definitely, work is going to be influencing a lot of these decisions, especially if, let's say, you know, you spent the time you were not working with a romantic partner, and this could have shown you where you were imbalanced in other aspects of life, in other aspects of your life. Okay, the next energy, Most High. We have Mr. Cheese, Milkman. And if you guys saw angel number 1111, please leave your favorite sequence of emojis. So we have Mr. Cheese, angel number 9, and the Milkman. Supported by Mrs. Cook, the chef. So that's two ways this can go. And angel number 4 is present. Because the Mrs. Giles, the former, is angel number 5, and Mr. Cheese, the milkman, is angel number 9, and the card that's showing up again is Mrs. Cook, chef, chef 4. So I'm not going to assume anything, but this could be talking about marital affairs in some sense. For some of you guys, some people could have saw you guys as very stable, and your stability helped them be able to accomplish some impossible feats they were not able to do on their own. So some people could have you can know some people, only take what resonates, who could have gotten into affairs, and the people that they got into affairs with only was interested in them in order to achieve impossible feats that they were not able to do on their own. So some people, if you guys are healing from marital affairs, it's going to come out that the person you could have had an affair with was reliant on your resources. Only take what resonates. Okay. But if that doesn't apply, let it fly. Also, for some of you guys, I'm picking up some of you guys, some masculine energy could take what resonates. There's some masculines out here who could be thinking about building a home with someone who has the skill sets that they feel they can trust long term. Okay, so only take what resonates. And if you're single, if you've been working at a place for quite a bit and you stay focused on your work tasks, there is someone who is actively thinking about you guys. Like they'd like to build a home with you guys, okay? Now we have the 4 of Cups, Try not to be so picky, okay? That's at the bottom of it. Then this is supported by the Page of Swords. And we also have the Queen of Cups. So, how is the milkman and the chef and the Four of Cups? How does this all line up? Take what resonates. Someone who could have had everything that they could ask for is in regret about how they could have not taken care of their home life. If they had a partnership, their partners were overworked and didn't feel comfortable enough to express their emotions. And could have felt stuck in a box. So someone who could be realizing they had the perfect life with someone. And when I say perfect, I don't mean like there's no troubles. They could have had a partner who was willing to, you know, who was willing to be an emotional support, basically an all around support system for them. And this person could really be getting a reality check with the Four of Cups as to how they could have been very they could have been if they put their partners in a box, they could have made they it's kind of like they there is less likely of them being able to reunite with their partners if their partners don't feel safe or comfortable to be their full authentic selves with them on a consistent basis. So some people are realizing that past partners who they did not support, who past partners who it wasn't safe to be authentic around certain people, that these relationships aren't coming back. Okay. Now we'll talk about the chef and we'll talk about the Page of Swords here. Um, someone could have tried to put their partner in a box and they could have shared sensitive information about their partner to outside people. They could have gave people sensitive information about their home life, and those people that they gave sensitive information to about their home life could have contributed to instability, conflict, and chaos in the home. And the person who could have shared vulnerable information about their partner to outside sources could have their ego could have been extremely huge. They could have been unaware that people were simply trying to get information about what was going on in their home. And they can now be getting clarity that certain people that they told information about what was going on in their home when they were being nitpicky about their partners not doing something the way that they wanted it to be done. They could be getting clarity that those people use sensitive information about their partner in order to negatively impact their relationship. Okay. And also with Mrs. Cook and Chef and the Queen of Cups here, if this resonates, the The partner who was subjected to nitpickiness, if their partner strategically try to put them in a box, they're feeling a lot of high vibrational emotions with this relationship being done and over with. And I feel like what we can learn from this here is if your partner is going to be egotistical and share things that's going on in the home and is oblivious to the fact that there are unhappy people who would like to basically have access into other people's homes, this is not someone that you should have a romantic connection with. This means if a misunderstanding occurs, these people will be irresponsible and unaccountable and validate sharing vulnerable information about their partners to the wrong people. And when there's backlash, they'd rather sit there and apologize and say, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. At the same time, the damage is already done. And, negative people will sit there and still use and abuse what information they know in order to be able to benefit off of the resources of people, in which it's way too easy to get access to them. So I feel like some of you guys are being asked to be mindful that if you guys are going to, choose partners that you guys want to settle down with, make sure your partners respect keeping issues that need to stay home in the home place. Okay. Make sure your partners have enough common sense to understand if miserable people are trying to figure out what's going on in your home. And some of you guys past partners, the people that were trying to get information about them or about their home life were simply trying to get access to you guys. It only take what resonates. Some of you guys with partners who are extremely egotistical, to the point that they were oblivious to the fact that some people who were asking questions about their home life or deceptively and strategically getting information about their home life was only trying to get access to you guys. So you guys could have some past partners who is now starting to realize that there's people who are acting like they like them only so they could get information about how to break up your relationship. All right now. All right, so we have Mrs. Chalk and Mrs. Cheese together. Angel number 1 and angel number 9. We have head mistress and milkmaid, okay? And then the energy supporting these energies is Mrs. Bash, angel number 7, and fighter. All right. So let's see what this is talking about. So some of you guys are going to find out, only take what resonates, that you could have been with a past partner who tried to keep you from doing what you love, because this only increases your attractability. It's kind of like when you guys do what you love, not only you look healthier, you have energy. And there could have been someone who was some of you guys could have past partners who were extremely insecure about you guys, they were insecure about you actually meeting someone that would basically quote unquote be better than them. They were consistently comparing themselves to others. At the same time, they were unaware that you guys were devoted to them. They could have let their insecurities get out of hand with the Mrs. Bash to where you guys just basically had to understand enough is enough. And what's interesting is all the things that they did to make you guys appear to be less than you are backfired. So some of you guys could be having glow ups and you guys could be doing what you love, or you guys are going to be getting back to it. And all the things that someone wanted you to forget about what makes you amazing, this is your year to simply, this is the year where it's going to be shown, irregardless of any actions or negative default programming that someone could have tried to basically convince you guys to believe in order so you guys could dim your light. Only take what resonates. I'm picking up 2024 is a year in which you guys are going to be showing up and showing out and doing what you love. At the same time, your boundaries are not going to be messed with or toyed with. And if you guys have left behind a partner who wanted you to dim your light, well, there's someone else who, if you guys are single, only take what resonates. Someone enjoy, it could be someone at your workplace or work environment. They enjoy working with you. They have their eyes on you. At the same time, they understand that you guys have boundaries. But yes, this is your year 2024, in which whatever it is that you are naturally good at, that makes you naturally glow, that helps you naturally attract your basic needs and then some, you guys are going to be doing it this year. And with the fighter and Mrs. Bash, you guys are going to be having strong boundaries while doing it. It's like you guys are going to be finding that healthy balance to, you know, do what you love and manifest at the same time, protecting your energy. So I feel like if you guys know of people who are having to work their asses off because they took shortcuts and now those shortcuts are biting them in the ass, you guys are going to be strategically protecting your energy so that they cannot have any access to the beautiful blessings that you have. And if you guys are not already doing this, you guys are being advised to do so. Because there are some people who wish ill will on you guys. They're going to be working their asses off. At the same time, they're based off of the consequences of their past actions for taking shortcuts. You know, they may be trying to passively aggressively disrupt your flow. They may be trying to passively aggressively disrupt you from doing what you actually were meant to do. And it has to do with them being envious and jealous of you knowing your purpose, of you actually walking in your calling. So if they can't get access to you, or if it's going to look odd if they go out of their way to communicate with you, especially if they've done some past shady actions that have been exposed, they'll try to passively aggressively, do spell work or some shit like that, or they'll try to emotionally overwhelm you guys. And this is so that they could stop. This is intentional, because if you're empathic, they want you to not be able to manifest. Okay? So don't take it personal. I just feel like some people this year are going to be working their asses off because they took shortcuts when they should have been learning how to basically stop the war inside of them. The people who took shortcuts had a lot of internal struggle, and I'm picking up on people who had so much internal struggle and they negatively dealt with it that they externalized their external struggle and tried to project it onto you. And these people are going to be working their asses off. Also, they could have. There are some people that was trying to interfere with you and someone having a connection. Okay. Um, and I feel like if you are the divine feminine, you're being asked to let this person step their game up and come to you. Okay? If it has not happened yet. And if you are a if you are a divine masculine, you're being asked to um, step your game up with protecting your energy from toxic feminine energy that would try to get access to find out about your finances, because this would be to create instability financially as well as to negatively impact the harmony in your home. So some of you divine masculines might be focusing on creating harmony in your home. We also have the Ace of Wands here. Okay, so some of you guys could be dealing with people that's been trying to cop block the hell out of you guys. We have the Hermit and the Ace of Swords here. Some of you guys could have been dealing with people who abused and exploited sacred sexuality to the point where it's kind of like they wanted to experience pleasure it's like they wanted to experience pleasure beyond the human senses, but they weren't willing to actually do the necessary work to get it properly. It's kind of like I'm picking up on people who are willing to disrespect themselves in order to experience an orgasm. But at the same time, they could have gotten used to experiencing orgasms without the emotional availability of their partners. So I'm picking up on people who could have noticed an attraction between you and someone else, and they could have desired that person. They also could have wanted that person to give their emotions to them. So there are some people who did love spells on people in order to basically be able to experience a happy, healthy sex life, but they weren't even emotionally available. They didn't even know how to return those emotions. At the same time, they simply didn't want you guys to experience a happy, healthy, romantic connection. It's kind of like there's some people. If you're a divine masculine, some of the females you were intimate with, you probably did not give them your emotional energy. So they wanted you guys to attract partners who would not appreciate you guys fully. At the same time, they wanted to financially exploit you guys. And if you guys actually genuinely like someone, or if they abuse esoterics to figure out who your twin flame was, if you guys are in a if you guys are in a twin flame journey, only take what resonates. They wanted to basically keep you from being with your twin flame. And this is toxic feminine energy that has felt that love is sex, and that's probably the most that they were able to get out of men due to how they carried themselves. Even if they had large amounts of money, they could have carried themselves in manners in which they um they attracted partners who would only use them for clout and things like that. So some of you divine masculines, you guys could have could be entertaining, or could have or if you guys are releasing this, or only take what resonates, or this could be past energy, could have entertained toxic feminine energy that only like it's kind of like even if they weren't able to be emotionally depthful as you were able to be, they simply wanted to be able to experience um sex with you guys on another level. But at the same time, this would have attracted other energies to them. And it's kind of like they created so many soul ties. Some of you divine masculines could have gotten caught up in unnecessary drama and conflict from some of the partners that you guys were connected to. Also, some of you guys could be practicing abstinence as well because you guys may be getting clarity on how some people have been trying to, secure false victories by blinding their partners with sex magic or good sex and then betraying them. So some of you guys be practicing abstinence, but this is attracting a partner who is faithful and will be able to meet your sexual needs without all the drama. So take what resonates. The next one is the Five of Swords here. Child. Ooh, child. We have the Patient Witch and the Knight of Pentacles. And we also have the Two of Swords here. So, for those of you guys who have been manifesting the sex life that will be good for your mind, body, and soul long term, you guys can be mindful of some foul play with the Five of Swords. You can't be right all of the time. You guys could have dealt with people that um could be inspired by you guys, but at the same time, they have so much internal conflict that instead of them simply being mature and minding their own business, it's kind of like their mission and their main mission is to help you guys stay focused. They also could have helped you guys believe in your higher power of your choice on an even deeper level, because it's kind of like the more inspired they got, the more envy that could have formed, and they could basically have did some shisty shit to you guys behind your backs. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you guys could have experienced a lot of delays, or you guys could have had to move very slowly, because the way that some of these people were carrying out their emotions of envy and jealousy, it's kind of like it, these people wanted you to be isolated. Now these people are being isolated, if you guys are wondering. um if it hasn't happened yet, some people could have been so envious and jealous of you guys. They wanted you guys to be isolated, and also if they tried to get you guys involved in any kind of conflict, they could have tried to set you guys up to get harmed when you guys were alone. So some of you guys could have had to learn to see things from a new perspective with the Patient Witch in order to forgive them. Because if you guys held a grudge onto how these guys carried out their envy and jealousy, this would have made it so that you guys could have gotten caught up in their scams. Or this also could have made it so that you guys would have basically held your own progress back. You guys basically could have self-sabotaged. But yeah, I'm picking up, I only take what resonates. There was some people who were so envious of you, and they couldn't stand how creative you guys are. They really try to set you guys up and to get you guys isolated so they could harm you guys. And it has to do with them being envious and jealous of you being able to manifest your ideal life. And these are the people you guys are being advised to continue doing energetic protection um, against, because if these people are not learning the lessons to focus on themselves, and if they're in so much confusion with themselves, you have to understand that when they're by themselves, they're going to be trying to figure out ways to get support in order to basically get these people on their team and to see things their way, if they're not willing to make the necessary changes in order to stop these toxic habits. Even if they may not be acting out, how they truly feel about themselves, or um, their evil intentions towards you guys have to understand that if these people are actively not working on healing a toxic habit, if they get way too comfortable, they're going to do the same shit again. Okay? Well, now we have the Two of Swords supported by the Knight of Pentacles. We have repeating cards here. So, I feel like if you guys are wondering what actually is taking place, I feel like your ancestors or your spirit guides are saying, hey, actually take the time to see what's happening around you guys. There are some changes happening in your external environment. And I feel like the more, like, stop and smell the flowers, some of you guys are going to be able to see the changes that are occurring in your external environment. If you guys were subjected to a lot of cruelty from people who went above and beyond to hide their actions fueled by envy, I feel like you guys are being asked to stop and smell the flowers so you can see how obstacles are being cleared up on your path. Let's get one more message. We have the Four of Wands here. Okay. And at the bottom, it says, families, whoever makes you feel the most safe and comfortable being you. Then we have the Two of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Okay. All right. So, take what resonates with the Hierophant supporting the Nine of Swords. Some of you guys could have grown up in homes in which the structure was so the structure limited you guys to the point that some of you guys could have carried this into adulthood. And you may be fearful that what will happen if I actually go after my dreams, because the actions that it's going to be wise to take to actually materialize my desires is going against the way I grew up. But the confusion is coming from being around people who is basically if being around people that are just as confused about going after their dreams and goals, but they want to celebrate success. So some of you guys could be surrounded by people who want to celebrate success with you guys, as long as it does not interfere with how they are perceived. You may have some people who, in order to numb the emotional pain of not going after their dreams, they can be in a constant state of seeking closeness with others on a codependent level. At the same time, They may be very confused about what they want. So take what resonates. Some of you guys could be asked to leave behind friend groups in which it's a dead end road, where there's not going to be any growth. Where if you guys do outgrow them, they're going to try to basically be a distraction to you guys and try to make more worries for you. Like, for example, say if you're a mother or a father and you're up in age and you're like, you know what, I think I have the resources to make this dream come true. They're more than likely to find every excuse in the book for you not to do it. And they're willing to go back and tell other people such and such is doing such and such. And they're willing to create toxic narratives in order for you guys to basically have, it's kind of like they're willing to create toxic narratives about what you're doing to your external environment and in your community, so that if you guys do decide to go after making certain things, certain aspects of your dream come true, it's like it's like they want to make it so you will feel like you won't belong. There's some people you guys are and to only take what resonates, there's some people you guys could be around who are willing to exile you guys if you guys don't fit, if you guys don't stay in the box that they put you in. Then some of you guys are around people that even that if you're still going after your dreams, they're willing to basically create severe complications for you guys in order to prohibit you guys from having your dreams come true, because it's like they're getting awareness of how they haven't made any changes. And if you're making changes and achieving success, but they're still in the same place, and if you're not taking care of them and holding them accountable to take care of themselves, some of you guys are being asked to be mindful. Who is it that is so comfortable around you guys where they feel comfortable to create restrictions in your life, where they feel comfortable creating confusion for you guys? Okay? So some of you guys are being asked to do internal cleansing, so that you guys can have clarity about the people that you guys have around you. Some essential oils can help with that. Essential oils for clarity will also help be able to keep some of these people away, or it'll help you guys if you're around them. You'll be able to have clarity about what's going on. Also, another message for someone. It only take what resonates. Your home life is about to get happier. Good job on not giving up on yourself, and you're inspiring a lot of people. And you guys are being asked to protect yourselves from people with no direction and from people who are so comfortable doing what they're told to do and who react and respond from a place of fear and would basically try to find every way to cover up actions that they're in regret of. So only take what resonates. We're gonna get a message from my homemade cards real briefly. And this is the New Year's message. Well, the new year message. Yes, it is the New Year message. Uh, So be gentle with yourself on creating that healthy, balanced work-life goal. Start fresh. If you guys don't meet, um, become aware of unrealistic expectations of achieving healthy work-life goals or balance overnight. And every time that you feel that you did not honor yourself the way you would like to see end results, be gentle with yourself and start fresh, okay? Before the master was a master, they were a student. Let's get two more messages. All right. Some of you guys, you've been preparing for great opportunities. Well, they're coming. Some of you guys also have good luck, and you are protected from people who are too afraid to face their fears and who are closed-minded. Also, people who are letting their fears consume them and who are closed-minded are facing financial deficit. And you guys are protected from them if you have been preparing for great opportunities ahead, and things of that nature. An opportunity for change is coming your way. Let's get one more. Continue leading by example. Someone is watching you. The person who's watching you guys is learning how to reparent themselves. They're on a path of spiritual maturity. And your inner child is happy because you guys are rebuilding the bridge of happiness. All right. Also, secrets are going to be coming out about people who tried to create uh create consistent grief for you guys and then use religion in order to make it seem as if they had your best intentions, but literally they were basically trying to cover up physical evidence of foul play. And that's it. We'll cleanse the energy.